They say if you blinked, you missed it. But for those who watched Pachuca take on Monterrey in one of Liga MX's most jaw-dropping matches, there was no room to look away, and if you did, you might have missed the turning point in North American soccer history, because this wasn't just a match, it was a message, a signal that Liga MX might just be claiming the throne in the ongoing battle against MLS. And while US fans rally behind their Major League Soccer teams, the intensity, fluidity, and sheer chaos of this game demands a second look, because from the moment the whistle blew, it was evident this clash would be anything but ordinary, with Pachuca bringing relentless energy and Monterrey executing tactical brilliance that rivaled European clubs, and as fans packed the stadium, creating a wall of sound that never dipped in volume, the action on the field echoed the noise, and we saw end-to-end sprints, last-ditch tackles, goal line clearances, and goals that defied logic, leaving defenders frozen and goalkeepers gasping for breath. And it wasn't just physical dominance that stood out, it was the strategy, the chess match unfolding between two managers who understood the stakes. Show the world that Liga MX isn't just surviving but thriving, and with every precision pass and blistering counterattack, the argument grew stronger that Liga MX is playing with a hunger MLS hasn't consistently displayed. And yes, MLS has made strides. Big-name signings, impressive infrastructure, growing youth systems. But this game forced American fans to ask a hard question. Is MLS really evolving fast enough to catch this pace, this rhythm, this culture that bleeds into every play of Liga MX? Because as the clock ticked down and Pachuca's third goal sailed into the net like a dagger, the shockwaves could be felt across the continent, not just because of the scoreline, but because of what it represented. A culmination of years of Liga MX clubs sharpening their edge while MLS was still adjusting its grip on global relevance, and even neutral fans found themselves leaning toward admiration as Monterrey responded not with panic, but purpose, slicing through midfield with confidence and creating moments of magic that could rival any Champions League night. And if you're a US viewer thinking this was just another Liga MX fixture, think again. This game proved to be a showcase. A performance so electrifying it could change the way we compare the two leagues moving forward. And let's not forget the fans. The color, the chants, the rivalries that transcend geography. Because Mexican football fans live the game differently, their passion doesn't simmer, it explodes, and in that atmosphere, Pachuca versus Monterrey became more than a match. It became an experience, one that MLS games often struggle to replicate outside of playoff pressure, and while US audiences are growing and stadiums are filling up, what's missing is the unpredictability, the drama that keeps you on edge. From kickoff to the final whistle, which is exactly what this match delivered in spades, and even the post-game analysis couldn't keep up with the buzz, because the story wasn't just in the stats, it was in the eyes of the players, the expressions of disbelief, the moments where even the referees had to pause and let the crowd raw breathe for a second before continuing, and it's those pauses, those high-octane moments, that MLS must learn to manufacture or discover organically, and with leagues. Cup and interleague fixtures gaining momentum, the question becomes even more urgent. Can MLS match this energy, or is Liga MX running ahead in the race for North American soccer dominance? Because what we saw wasn't just athletic excellence, it was heart, heritage, and heat fused into 90 unforgettable minutes, and even now, fans are replaying the moments. Pachuca's clinical finishes, Monterrey's fearless comebacks, and the midfield battles that felt like heavyweight fights, and analysts across both nations are diving into tactics, formations, and turning points, trying to explain what their instincts already told them. That Liga MX, at least on this night, showed it's still a force to be reckoned with, a league that doesn't need global superstars to shine because its soul is already golden. And if you weren't watching, you missed the moment when the conversation shifted, when fans began asking, not if, but how long before Liga MX is universally recognized as the top dog in North American football, and maybe that answer lies not just in this game, but in what comes next, because this isn't the end of the rivalry, it's the spark that's going to ignite a firestorm of competition, pride, and regional bragging rights, and if the MLS wants to reclaim the narrative, it needs more than signings and stadiums, it needs matches that make people feel like this one did, unpredictable, intense, emotional, and absolutely unforgettable.